This is the new Hyundai Inster. In this video I'll be testing range and consumption, cabin noise and also the charging. Welcome to Zone Electric. Let us start with the basics. It is a compact car measuring only 3.8 meters in length with a wheelbase of 2.6 meters. It weighs just under 1.4 tons. This specific car is the Inster Advanced, which means it comes with a bigger battery and a stronger motor as standard. It's front-wheel drive with a single permanent magnet motor delivering 85 kilowatts or 115 horsepower and 147 Nm of torque. It should be able to do 0 to 100 in 10.6 seconds with a top speed of 150 km per hour. Built on a 400 volt system, it should be able to charge from 10 to 80% in 30 minutes with a top speed of 85 kilowatts. When it comes to AC charging, it charges at 11 kilowatts. We will see about the charging speeds later in this video. It is equipped with a bigger battery, and that means 49 kWh of gross capacity with a net capacity of 46 kWh. Its stated VLTP are 370 kilometers. It drives on 15-inch Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5 studless winter tires and they measure 185/65 all round. Let's drive. It's time for the range and consumption test. We drive it the same road, same stretch every time. It's a fixed route of 80 kilometers and it's varied speeds between 50 all the way up to 110 kilometers per hour. The average speed should be 93 kilometers per hour. And today it's amazing weather. It's 14 degrees outside and it's sunny and it's dry roads, so it should be really good conditions, and the average consumption should be pretty low, especially for this small car. We have a couple of set rules, and the first one is we always stick to the speed limit. The second one is we drive the car in eco mode if available, and it is. And the third one is we put the AC on 20 degrees and eco if available. There is no eco mode, but I put it on 20 degrees and driver only to conserve some energy. But as I said, it's perfect weather and this will be really interesting. I have just passed the middle mark of the road, so 40 kilometers, and the average consumption right now is 13.4 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. And this is actually really good. But the car is really small, so it's probably expected for this car. It's 15-inch wheels, really skinny. So for me it is expected for this lower consumption than an average car, because it is not an average car. It's really small, even though the interior is large for its size. But still, 13.4, now 13.3 is actually really good. So it's an efficient car. And I must say, I really missed the spring and the sun and the heat from the sun. It has been a couple of depressing months with rain and cloudy every day. So this weather is really feeling amazing. I will also add some thoughts and personal opinions about this car. And it actually feels a lot bigger than it is. It's pretty comfortable, it's pretty quiet. Suspension is good. It feels good actually. It feels bigger than it is when you drive it. So this car has a speed limit warning system that is mandatory from cars produced 2024 and onwards, at least in Europe. And when you pass the speed limit, it will beep, hopefully. Yeah, so it's beeping. I actually lowered the volume to 1 instead of up to 3, so it doesn't annoy me as much. But it's really easy to turn off. You just hold the volume button for 2 seconds and it will pop up a message on the central screen. Speed limit warning sound is off. So really easy. You just hold the volume button for 2 seconds. So great work Hyundai for implementing this, because just before it was beeping at me. I was driving 110 road and it said it was 60. So it reads the signs wrong sometimes, or it sees something else. I don't know exactly. But otherwise you also have a start button on the steering wheel. You press that one and here you have all the safety systems, the speed limit. You can just press the speed limit. It's a speed sign, and you have speed limit assist, speed limit warning and off. And here you can turn off all the functions. If you go back, you also have the driver attention warning system. driving safety and parking safety. So you have all the safety systems on the same screen, so pretty easy to turn them off and adjust them overall. And on the topic of the steering wheel, it's the same steering wheel as its brothers or its cousins. So the steering wheel is really nice, especially for this type of car. And it's physical buttons. They are piano black, but still they're physical buttons and they are one by one. So I like the steering wheel a lot. You also have a really nice drive mode button where you can choose from eco to comfort to sport and snow mode. So really easy. This Hyundai Inster is equipped with advanced package, which means it has all the safety systems there is. So you have adaptive cruise control, the active lane keep assist, and also the driver attention warning systems. So it has it all. And that's actually really cool, especially for a small car like this. I'm not used to it, at least. Like the old Nissan Micras and the Hyundai i10s and so on. But this car has it all. The only thing is the driver attention warning system, because if I hold my hand like this, it doesn't see my face, so it starts beeping immediately. It's already turned off, of course. But the adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist is really easy to use. And you just press a car with a speed sign on it, and your adaptive cruise control is on. You will also see a car between two green lines. It means it will hold the lines for you, and also a green steering wheel, which means it has active steering. So it keeps you in the lane. It doesn't ping pong too much. It's a really good system, and adaptive cruise control holds the speed really good. It doesn't change the speed too much. It holds it like constantly, and it doesn't accelerate too fast or too slow. So I really like this system from Hyundai. It's one of the best ones. If you want to turn off the active steering wheel assist, you have a steering wheel with two lines. You just press that one, and now you steer for yourself. It's pretty easy, and it still holds you in line. So if you go too close to a line, it will pull you back. And you can actually turn that off also. If you hold this steering wheel for, I think it's 3-4 seconds, it turns orange instead of green. And now it doesn't hold you in lines at all. And on some smaller roads, this is actually really good, because sometimes it doesn't see the lines as good as it should do, especially if the lines are really bad or something. So it's actually really easy to turn off. You also have the distance control for adaptive cruise control. It's a car with 3 lines beneath. So you just press that one, and you have distance in 4 steps. So Hyundai and Kia has really nailed the cruise control functions of their cars. And you also have a button to change the speed, and you can push it up or down to change the speed by 1 at a time, or you can press it firmly and hold it, and it changes 10 by time. So it's really easy to use. And if you press on top of the button, you can pause adaptive cruise control, and if you press it again, you will resume it. So really easy to use. So you have all these buttons on the left side. And as I said, Hyundai has nailed the adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist in these cars, and that goes for even this Inster, on top of the Ioniq 6 and all the other Ioniq cars. So really good work from Hyundai overall when it comes to these safety systems. It's time to summarize the range and consumption test. It was plus 14 degrees outside with dry roads and sunny weather, so almost perfect conditions. Keep in mind we're driving on 15-inch studless winter tires, but the final consumption landed on 13.6 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, and this equates to a real-world range of 338 kilometers. And that's 91% of the stated WLTP. And this is actually really good, because the car is really efficient. It's small, so it should be efficient, but still, this is really nice. I think if it was 2-3 degrees warmer outside and we had summer tires, it would be even better. Maybe 350 or 360 kilometers of real world range. And it's actually really good considering the battery size. It's a small battery. So it's an efficient car. For a more in-depth review, don't forget to check out the full review of this car. It's linked up here. There we'll go through the car in more details. But we also did a high-speed range test of this car. So we drove it at 120 kilometers per hour GPS speed, or 125 kilometers per hour indicated in the instrument cluster. And the average consumption landed on 21.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And this equates to 214 kilometers of a real-world range. Still pretty decent, especially considering the battery size. But it was 8 degrees outside, dry roads, and as always we put the car in eco mode and the AC on 20 degrees and the driver only. And to the next topic, and this is the cabin noise test. We always measure the cabin noise on the same road, same stretch. We put a microphone in head height on the passenger side and we measure the noise at 50, 70, 90 and 110 kilometers per hour. And this car is a lot more quiet than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a can on wheels with a lot of reverbs and echoes, but it wasn't. It was actually really good. It's on par with the Kia EV3, a little bit more noisy than the Volkswagen ID3 and the Zeekr X, but all of those cars are a lot more expensive. And of course, the 15-inch wheels with 185/65 rubber helps a lot. But for the size and price, it's actually really quiet. You have some wind noise above 110 km per hour. You can hear it all around, so from A and B pillar on both sides. But still, a lot better than expected and on par with a lot more expensive cars. And to the last topic, and this is charging. There is no manual preheating of the Hyundai Inster, but you can preheat the battery by navigating to a charger. So I navigated to a charger approximately 45 minutes before arrival. I plugged the car in and I charged it from 10 to 80%, and it took 30 minutes and 57 seconds. And this is actually a fairly decent result considering the claimed charging speeds are 85 kilowatts. And they say it will charge at approximately 30 minutes. So the charging curve was really flat. I think it was charging between 70 to 80 kilowatts for the majority of the time, like 10 to 70%. And then it dropped down to 30 kilowatts at 80%. But the average speed was 67 kilowatts for the whole charging. Actually really good. Let me summarize this car, my thoughts and my feelings of it. It starts at 300,000 SEK or 28,000 euros. This Inster Advanced with khaki green color costs 357,000 crowns or 33,000 euros. And it's a really good package. It's a compact car. It's 3.8 meters in length, but the interior volume seems a lot bigger. You have really good legroom both in the front and in the back. I can sit behind myself and even behind people like 195 centimeters. And the headroom is amazing. So it's a practical car. Of course, it's only 4 seats. It's not that wide, so only 2 seats in the back. And if you want to camp, you can even fold the front seats and then get a completely flat area, and you can put a mattress easily here and camp in it and sleep in it. The sound system is actually really good for the size and price of the car. You have pretty decent highs, pretty decent mids, a good bass. It plays decently loud. And you have a really nice steering wheel. It's taken directly from the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6. So in a car like 600,000 crowns or 50,000 euro, easily. It's a really nice steering wheel, really nice big buttons, real buttons. You have the stalks and they're really premium feeling. They're also taken directly from the Ioniq series. Even the gear selector, it's like the chrome one, and it looks good and it feels good. The seats are actually pretty decent. They are this fabric brown beige color. I wish there was more adjustments, height and like front height wise, and I wish it was better thigh support, but for the price and for this car and this type, I don't expect any more. If I have to complain, it's the infotainment screen is a little bit slow, as I said. I wish there was manual preheating to preheat the car better and more logical. I cannot see if it's preheating or not. I can hear it, but I want some confirmation somehow. The navigation works. It's not the best one. I think Hyundai is working on a updated infotainment system. This car is pretty narrow, so my shoulder is always touching the B pillar. I guess a little bit annoying, but my shoulders are pretty wide, so if you're a little bit more skinny, it shouldn't be any problem. The armrest on the door is hard plastic and really uncomfortable. Like, my elbow hurts after driving this car for 20 minutes. The middle one is good. It's soft, it's padded with this fabric and something underneath, and that feels good. And even the B pillar's corner is like pressing my triceps all the time. But probably if you're a little bit shorter or a little bit narrower shoulders, it shouldn't be any problem. But I see myself sitting a little bit more to the right and putting my arm on my leg and then it's fine. It's a compromise, but it's a really small car. I see this car more as a city car or like short distances, and it shouldn't be any problem. And probably I will get used to all these things also with time. But overall, it's a great package, and I got surprised by this car. It's a lot better than I thought it would be, and I would really recommend this car as a second car or as a first electric small car if you don't travel too long distances or have a big family. I think this works great. Even the small motor, it's pretty nippy. It actually feels good. You don't need any bigger motor for this. Suspension is soft but not too soft. What do you think about the Hyundai Inster? Would you choose this one, or would you go for a Renault 5 or maybe a Citroën EC3? I don't know any other cars in this price bracket right now, not in Europe at least. Would you go for this khaki green color and this beige interior, or would you go for the black one maybe? Let's have a discussion. Comment down below and I will answer as fast as I can. And thank you a lot for watching. Please give us a thumbs up and share the video. And as we always say, stay electric.